Ever gotten lost while working in VS Code's File Explorer? The new Workbench Tree Sticky Scroll feature may be able to help you out. Let's take a look at this feature in action. Now, you might be familiar with Sticky Scroll from seeing it in the text editor, and sticky scrolling in the Explorer works pretty much exactly the same way. So watch what happens as I go over to my Explorer here and start scrolling down through my list of files. So keep a look at the very top section here of my Explorer, and I'm just going to kind of scroll slowly through the list here. And you'll notice that there's this header section that is getting updated. So this is the kind of sticky scroll header that is keeping track of what context I'm currently viewing things in. So these files are all under these two folders here that are shown in this sticky scroll header. The sticky part is saying that these header sections are going to stay at the very top here and let you keep track of where you currently are in the Explorer. And this can be very helpful because you can just glance over at the sticky scroll header to understand, hey, all of these test files here are located under source and then test. The sticky scroll header is going to be updated in real time too as we scroll through the folders and files here. So whenever the very top of the Explorer here reaches a new folder, that folder is going to be pushed onto the sticky scroll header here. And then once we leave that folder, it's going to be removed from the sticky scroll header. So we can kind of see that as we go through language features here. You'll see that we hit the code actions folder, and then code actions goes away once we're no longer inside of that folder. So it's a great way, again, to keep track of where all of the files are actually located just by glancing up at that sticky scroll header. You can also interact with these sticky scroll folders. So if I wanted to jump to one of these folders, all I have to do is actually just click on it in the sticky scroll header there, and I've gone and jumped up to that folder. And you can also just right click on one of them to interact with it, pretty much just like a normal entry in the File Explorer. Again, if you've ever worked with sticky scroll in an editor, so if I switch over to my TypeScript file here, we can actually take a look at sticky scroll in an editor. So let's go and actually find a good demonstration of this. You can see that the sticky scroll header in editors is going to show you where you are in the file by showing parent classes or methods or functions and that type of thing. So here it's telling us that this code here is inside of the class of that is shown here, and then inside of the constructor. The sticky scroll in the Workbench file tree works exactly the same way, but bringing it over to the Explorer instead. So in both cases, a very useful way to just keep track of where you are within each context. Another cool feature is that sticky scroll in Workbench trees isn't just limited to the File Explorer. So if we expand the outline view here, we can actually see that sticky scroll is going to be enabled in the outline view as well. So as I scroll down, notice how the parent class here is being preserved at the top here because it's being included in the sticky scroll header. So sticky scroll is actually kicking in here as well, and again, helping us keep track of where we are in the outline view. Personally, I find sticky scroll pretty useful, but if you do find it getting in the way, you can also disable it, and it's pretty easy to do. So let's open up the settings here with Control Comma or Command Comma on Mac. And so we'll search for Workbench Sticky, and you'll see the settings related to the Workbench Tree Sticky Scroll feature. The one setting here that enables or disables the entire feature is Workbench Tree Enable Sticky Scroll. So it's on by default, but if we want to just disable these entirely, we can just uncheck this box. And now you can see that the sticky scroll header has gone away completely inside of our File Explorer and all other tree views inside of the Workbench. The other setting here, though, lets you actually control the maximum number of items that would ever show up in the sticky scroll header. So if you're working in a very deeply nested project that it has like 10 nesting levels or something like that, you might want to bump this up if you find yourself using sticky scroll a lot so that you can actually see the entire context in your sticky scroll header. So that's the other setting here, Workbench Tree Sticky Scroll Max Item Count. So that's a quick look at Workbench Tree Sticky Scrolling in VS Code. I find it to be really helpful for keeping track of where you are inside of VS Code's Explorer and other file trees in the Workbench.